Bubba's.
So in this video, I wanted to give you a very basic understanding of the Montessori lifestyle. I say basic because it is very involved, but it truly is a lifestyle, a parenting style, a teaching style. There are deep depths to this thing. So I'm going to give you 5 principles to help you understand what Montessori is and hopefully inspire you to incorporate some of it into your life. I think he's pooping. The point of this channel is to document and share attempts to abundantly enjoy life. So that is what we are doing today. Oh my gosh. I am starting a Montessori series, as I am calling it, a Montessori. In this Montessori, we are going to take you on the journey of transitioning and sharing the highs and lows and as much as I possibly can while this guy continues to poop his pants. I urge you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on this. All done? All done? All done? Okay. So just a quick definition that I found online. I'm going to read it because I tried to not read it and make it look natural and it was not natural. So Montessori is a scientifically based education approach that emphasizes independence, freedom within limits, and respect for a child's natural, psychological, physical, and social development. Sorry, I heard a bird. It was developed by Italian physician and teacher Maria Montessori. I want to go over some of these principles that I just listed. So the first is respect. So as a parent, respecting a child, it makes sense, but then you realize how often we don't actually respect our children. I think of examples of when I'm like rushing them, you know, kind of like shoving their arms through their clothes so that they can get dressed fast, turning off the TV like in the middle of the show, interrupting them, pulling them out of the car, kind of rushing them, forcing them to give somebody a hug. Like these are all examples of disrespect, right? Because if somebody treated me like that as an adult, I would feel completely disrespected. So the principle of respect for a child kind of encompasses a lot of what Montessori is. Respect is huge. Okay, so the second principle that I want to talk about is a prepared environment. And this kind of goes hand in hand with respect, but it's just setting up the environment so that a child can thrive in it. And children learn best when their environment enables them to do things for themselves, which is why you see all of the open shelving and accessible kitchen stuff, the floor bed. It's all part of having a prepared environment so that the child can thrive within their environment and learn how to do things on their own. The third thing that I want to touch on is how children have an absorbent mind. They're sponges, they want to learn. So it's kind of honing into this desire to learn and helping them continue to have that desire to learn. Part of this is noticing their sensitive periods. Children go through sensitive periods where they are highly interested in learning a certain thing. Or to really go into the Montessori method, you need to observe what period they're in and go with that flow. Like if your child is really into climbing all over everything, instead of being like,
no, get down from there, don't climb that.
Set up a safe place for them to climb because they're in this sensitive period for motor skills. We can enable them to fine-tune those skills while they are in this sensitive period. Okay, and the last one I want to talk about is auto-education, allowing them to learn. So they are educating themselves. And the part of this that I feel like is hard as a parent is to not intervene all the time and to not correct all the time and to just sit back and watch them. You know, if they are cutting a paper wrong, to us we're like, that's wrong, you're not gonna get anywhere with that. But to them, it's a time for them to teach themselves to do it. And instead of immediately coming in and correcting them and offering help, we have to sit back and wait until, or even if they ask for help, before we intervene, unless of course they are in danger. That's when you have to intervene. But allowing the child to teach themselves through discovery and play and learning is a huge part of the Montessori method. Montessori really tries to encourage individuality, discovery, a love of learning, and respect for oneself and the environment. If you want to come along on this journey, this learning journey of learning with me, I just encourage you to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next episode of the Montessori series.